Welcome to the show, everyone. I'm Sherri Horner, your host at healthfitnessbroadcast.com. And today I am talking with Portia Page, and she joins us from San Diego, California. And she is the Education Project Manager at Balanced Body. She's also a Pilates expert and the author of Pilates Illustrated, her newest book. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Good to have you. It was so great to meet you. We met recently at a fitness conference, and I am so glad that I stopped by the Balanced Body booth and was able to meet all of you guys and to find out about this book. So she has written this book recently for Human Kinetics, and everyone knows Human Kinetics is one of the leading publishers in fitness education. They're in Australia, Canada, Europe, the U.S., New Zealand. And so they asked her to write this book, and you did a great job. So that's what we're talking about today. So you've been teaching Pilates because she's certified, gold certified in Pilates teachers through Pilates Method Alliance. And then you're also certified in Stott Pilates.
That is correct. I originally certified with Stott Pilates. That was my original certification. And then I lived in Asia for a couple of years. And when I came back, I affiliated with Balanced Body. So I'm faculty for them as well as the Education Project Manager.
Okay. And she's, you have trained hundreds of instructors.
I have.
So I'm excited about this book because it is excellent for anyone just starting in Pilates, or if you've been doing Pilates for a long time, this book is the best. And the title says it all, Illustrated. It has the best pictures to demonstrate. But I want to talk about the different areas of Pilates, because one section, you have many different sections, but you have some great demonstrations on the ball. So if we could talk about Pilates on the ball, and then when we get toward the back, I want to talk about all the different routines that you have put together.
Okay.
So it's not just the demonstration, you put it all together for different ways, and we'll talk about that later in the interview. So what about some tips that you can give for Pilates on the stability ball?
Well, Pilates on the stability ball is really awesome. First off, most people have a stability ball, and it's, been stuck in the corner somewhere, or their kids bring it out every once in a while, or, it just kind of sits there, and occasionally they'll sit at their desk and sit on a ball. Mm-hmm. The great thing about doing Pilates is about lengthening and strengthening, and sitting on the ball creates that instability right away that gets you to kick into the muscles of the core that support the spine. And just sitting on the ball can be a workout for some people. So it's really great to do some spinal movements on the ball as well as some stretching. But then there's some really great back and abdominal exercises as well as side lying exercises that you can do to help strengthen the entire body, not just the core and not just the arms or the legs. And it's just a really easy tool to use. Plus, you can use it to sit on at your desk for a few hours a day, it's really great for helping you sit up tall, helping you strengthen your body, and for stretching.
Now there's a lot of these exercises I've done for years, but there's a couple in here that I hadn't done for a long time, and I was like, wow, let me do that again. And yeah, on the ball, awesome, totally awesome. Yeah. So the next thing I want to talk about, Portia, is the Pilates Ring. Now, a lot of people may not have or have ever tried the Pilates Ring. So can you just tell those that don't know what it is more about it?
Well, the Pilates Ring is a ring, obviously, and it's got a little bit of give to it. So you can push on it and you can pull it apart. And you see in that picture there, Lizbeth is standing and she has the ring between the ankles, and she can work on some standing on one leg, inner thigh work. And it's a really great tool to use lying down, standing up, and kneeling, sideline. You can even use it lying on your stomach. There's just so many different ways that you can use the ring to help you know, work on inner thigh strength. Even there you see Bruno, and he's working on some arm strength, which is also helping him with standing posture. You know, it's just very versatile, very light. The one that I use there is just a very light ring. It's got double pads on each side, so when you have it on the shoulder or the hip or between the thighs, it's cushioned, and also on the outside. So if your hands are holding it from the outside, you can, you know, have padding there. So it's a really versatile tool.
Okay, now I want to go on to the bands, which everybody probably has
Oh
a band.
yes.
So what are some exercises that can, by using the band, kind of take you to the next level? Well, I guess by using the band, they all take you to the next level, each
It
exercise.
does. You know, the band, again, is a facilitator of making things harder, so it can challenge an exercise, but it can also facilitate in stretching and adding a little bit of resistance to push into to help you lengthen and, you know, set your stability and then lengthen into a movement. I recommend, if you're going to use a band, a light band that's at least 8 feet long, because then you have some length. And, you know, when you're working with the band, it's really nice to work on exercises that are endurance type exercises like rotator cuff, or even just gentle stretching and endurance work, meaning a lot of reps, lightweight.
Now, I want to mention the people that posed and demonstrated the exercises. Being a man, now Pilates is for men too. It's not just
Yes,
for
it is.
women, right?
It was invented by a man,
Yes,
I might
right.
add.
Yeah, Joseph Pilates. So, if we could just take a moment to go back in time. Now, Joseph Pilates had this genius idea, created this program. What is the difference for those that have not done Pilates? The difference between Pilates on a piece of equipment versus mat Pilates. Um,
Well, I would say the number one difference that most people will feel immediately is that mat Pilates can be a lot more challenging. What you have with mat Pilates is you have your body, gravity, and a mat, and that's it. So if you are a little weak in upper body or even in the core, lifting your head up off the mat could prove to be, you know, a difficult thing to do. And a lot of that is what happens in Pilates. With machines or with tools or accessories like the ring or the ball or, you know, these things, they have the properties of challenging a movement as well as modifying it. So you have both ends of the spectrum. And with each piece or each tool or machine, you can get a little bit of both. Whereas with mat, you only have you, gravity, and the mat.
right. Okay, good, good. So I want to talk about the when you developed this, when you were asked to do this book, which is totally awesome. Um, what were your first thoughts? Well, of course you knew you could do this, but was there a thought like, okay, did you know originally your plan, what direction you were going to go with this, or?
Well, you know, I'll tell you a little the background, the story behind it. So one day I literally woke up to an email from Human Kinetics asking me if I would be interested in writing this book called Pilates Illustrated. Would I be interested in sending them a proposal? And, you know, honestly, I thought, is this a prank? You know, I, why are they asking me? I mean, I just, you know, I'm, you know, confident in my abilities to teach Pilates and what I've learned, and I've trained a lot of people and trained people to be instructors. But you know, you still, it's like, wow, why would they ask me? And I was really honored. So of course, I called them up and I said, "You sure you meant to send this to me?"
You're so humble. You're really
And they
humble.
said yes. And I said, well, am I vying against this against like 100 other applicants? And they said, no, you're the only one we've asked. And I said, well, okay. So I put together a proposal based on what they wanted. So they had the outline of what they wanted in the book, and it was a really good outline. And then we worked together to fine tune it, and come up with a schedule for deadlines and how it would be put together. And I have to say that Human Kinetics was a really great help. Everybody there was so helpful, patient, and really helped guide me through the process. And they have been a wonderful supporter of the book, ever since. They really have. And it's been published in 3 other languages, which is really great too.
Oh, that's awesome to know. I didn't know that. So I will have a link in the description box. Portia's website, her website, portiapage.com. You can get anywhere from there. So they can get to the fan page on Facebook for Pilates Illustrated. They can get to Human Kinetics. They can get to the Amazon link where it's sold.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Okay, so all of that will be there, and that will be in the description box. So I think it was really smart of them to send you that email. They knew what they were doing. They knew who they were pursuing to write this.
Thank you. Thank you.
That was really smart on their part, and great that you took the challenge or the opportunity to do that. So
Yes.
In the back, there's great. It's not only because of course I've seen a million books just like you have, and I get sent a million different books.
I'm sure you do.
Not only is it just so perfect as far as the illustrations and of the exercise being demonstrated, but in the back that you have so many routines, and I love this. This is like one of my favorite when I come across a book that has so many options and kind of covers everything you'd ever need or want. And so there's workouts in the back, and she let me just mention a few. There's for flexibility, energy in the AM. So that's great because they're geared toward pumping oxygen to your brain and waking you up and energizing your muscles. PM relaxation. And I love that because people starting out may not know. They're like, okay, well, I know to do these and I know what muscles I'm working, everything, but what time of day do I do what? And so that's perfect. And then I just want to mention a few more, and then you can comment on all of them. There's the stress release, which is good. Everyone always uses that. And then there's the modified lower back and core focus, the core concentration, better posture. And that's good because a lot of women that I speak with say, well, I need better posture, so what do I just need to practice sitting up straight, but there's so much more to, and I'm speaking of the people who are not regular exercisers.
Right.
But anyone who is a fitness enthusiast knows what to do. But long and lean muscles, simple weight loss. So that's good. That's a good workout. And then the upper and lower body focus is there's more than that, but that's just a few. So any comments on any of those workouts that you can suggest?
We try to make them as diverse as possible. I believe there's 17 of them, and they're just, they have a focus, obviously, and that's the title. And then there's just a series of pictures of the order of the exercises and how you would do them, and a page reference in the manual or in the book where you would find them to get more details. But if you are familiar with the exercises, all you have to do is look at the pictures and you have your routine right there. It's like a video without streaming,
Right.
You just open the page to that and you see the little snippets of the pictures, and that just tells you what to do. And it's there you go. Yes, there's one right there. I can't quite read what that says, which one that is,
but is the simple weight loss Pilates on that side, and then the core on that side.
Okay. Yeah. So it's just a general guideline for people to help them, like you say, when they're first starting out, if they've never done exercise or never done Pilates, it's a guideline for them. Okay, let's do these exercises. Some are short, some are a little bit longer. You can put more than one together. If you want more of a workout, you can just do half of one if you only, if one is too long for you. So there's a lot of choices for people.
Yeah, create your own menu.
Right, exactly.
And another thing I like even if people have been doing Pilates on their own or with a DVD that they've had for many years. I love in your book because you mention what the focus is, and then the all the benefits are listed there. So I don't know if you can see that, but there's a section that says benefits, and I love that. So if anybody's wondering, like, okay, I know I've been doing this for years,
Why am I
but
doing
yeah,
it?
but what exactly is it doing? So I
Yeah.
love that. I love that part too. Um, so
And
anyway, yeah, excellent job. If I was going to rate this, I really honestly would give it a 10.5 out of 10 because
thank you.
yeah, very well done, very well. So my hat goes off to you and Human Kinetics. But you've also been in some workout DVDs. You've been in 4 DVDs, and you were also featured in one of Kelly Roberts'
Mhm.
Pilates
Nice
DVDs.
fix, yes.
Yeah. Um,
Was,
so is there any way that anybody could find any of those DVDs? Or
you
do
know,
you, are you ever going to do one of your own? That's my next question.
well, you never know. I've actually done Pilates anytime. I have 4 videos up there and a little tutorial, and I'm going back in May to film 2 more and a
Okay.
tutorial. So those will be coming up probably sometime this summer. And again, you would just find it on Pilates anytime, and then look for my name, and you would find I have 3 mats and a reformer and a chair, I think, something like that. I don't remember. And also on the Balanced Body website, there are podcasts, and I have quite a few podcasts on there, either about how to work out or how to use a specific accessory, or just lots of different topics that are on there, and those are all free. So
Excellent. We like free. And I'll have a link
yes, do.
to that website too. I'll have that
Yeah.
in the description box, that link to that also. Um, and then I was able to take, because you also teach the bar exercise
Yes.
classes. So I took a little portion of that at the fitness convention, a little portion of Portia's workout, which
That's
was
hard.
really great. And I got a couple cute little video clips of you also that I included in my video from that event. So thank you for that. That was really good. It was a really good
It was fun
workout.
to see you sneak in there, and I was, oh,
Take
yay.
pictures, and a lot of people that didn't know like what I was doing, I was taking pictures, and they were looking at me like, "What? Why is
Why
she
are you taking
taking
a picture of
pictures?"
me sweating?
Yeah. Why is she taking pictures? And yeah, so but yeah, that was great. So that was super. Now, any last tips that you can give? Let's assume someone's been doing Pilates for years and they're getting bored. I hate to use that word, but I've heard that from people in the past that if they don't take it to another level with using a piece of equipment, the stability ball, the band, the ring, um, a little boredom sets in. What can you advice or tips you can give to them?
Oh, if they don't want to go and get an accessory or add an accessory, and they want to just keep doing mat because that's all they have available to them, or they're just not going to do anything extra, what I would recommend doing is putting some music on and picking up the pace maybe a little bit, but keeping the same precision and control and balance that they normally would put. So, really thinking about the movement and processing it, not just going through the motions and making it ballistic. So music helps. And then if they do decide they would, okay, yes, maybe I'll go buy a band or get a stability ball, then I would recommend adding those elements in to make the workout a little bit fresher, and same exercises, just a different accessory.
Freshen it up, and you really want to take it to the next level and freshen things up. Get this book. Get this book.
Oh, yes. Awesome.
Again, I'll have the link below. Okay, so before we go, Portia Page, I want to ask you, it is time to show Sherri your shoe. I want to see your favorite shoe. Tell me why you love it, because I believe that a shoe tells a lot about a person's personality.
Okay. Well, this is my favorite shoe right now. This is the Reebok Skyscape, and
Oh,
it's
nice.
super light, super flexible, and very colorful. Comes in a lot of different colors. This is one of my favorites right now. It's got blue flowers on it, so it adds a touch of pizzazz and spring to my feet,
Yeah, yeah, that's
literally.
it. And if you're like me, if I always say if my feet feel good, I feel good. So
Yes.
always. On that note, my shoe for today is another Skechers.
Oh,
I
nice.
like many different types of shoes, but this one is I really love the bottom is has bubbles. It's really cool. It does feel like you're walking on air. You know, you mentioned that. And the inside is the foam cushion,
Oh,
and
nice.
my feet love that. So that's my shoe for today. Thank you so much for sharing all your information, for sending the book, allowing me to experience it and share it with everyone. So thank you so much, Portia Page.
Thank
I
you,
appreciate
Sherri.
your time. And if you like this information, please share this link with your friends. And you can contact Portia. I'll have her information in the description box. So I'm sure she'll be glad to answer any questions you have. And you can contact her anytime. So I will see you soon, sometime in this year. I will be in San Diego. So I'm looking forward to connecting with you there and talking some more about Pilates.
Looking forward to it, Sherri. Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you so much. Thanks for watching, everyone.